SMS text blasting should not be difficult. It should not be hard. It shouldn't be stressing you out. But so many wholesalers out here get so stressed. Oh my gosh, the texting, the calling, it's so much. I can't do it anymore. And we get a lot of wholesalers, on XLeads that really struggle with their SMS text blasting. Their A2P, their TLO, I don't know. Their A2P, their error rates, all these things for texting. And a lot of people, they hear the word texting and they're like, oh my gosh, this is stressful. And we get all these people really, really stressed out, right, about SMS text blasting. And so what I want to do today is show you my ultimate SMS XLeads tutorial. And so I don't know if you heard, a little birdie told me, okay, chirp, chirp, chirp. A little birdie told me that this year, SMS text blasting had some great legal case law letting us wholesalers give offers over texts. I don't know if anyone ever heard this, but as long as you're not like a real estate agent or something, like calling or texting does not break DNC or TCPA law. So we're actually in the best time ever to start text blasting motivated sellers. Coffee versus fast cash offer. Look up the case law. Federal case law protects us with texting. And so we have seen, since that case law came out, we have seen a massive spike. And a massive reason why I'm doing this stream right now is, this is kind of insane to me, but like we have had almost a double amount of text blasting in the past 2 months on XLeads than we've ever had. Now, it's because XLeads probably doubled in user base, probably, but we've had a amount of like 2x the amount of text being sent in. So unfortunately, I hate to say this, but like texting has just gotten explosive. And we need to do a whole fresh tutorial on how to do SMS text blasting with XLeads, because what is that? Huh? Did I hear something? Oh yeah. What was it? Oh yeah. XLeads version 4 is it's on the horizon. It's coming. It's I don't see the it's a boat on the ocean. I can tell it's a boat, but I don't know exactly what it is yet. I can't give you a date. I know a date, but it's coming. And it's not a little boat. It's the whole armada, okay? And XLeads version 4 is coming out, and it's going to absolutely blow everything out of the water you've ever seen XLeads do. And this is going to put version 3 to shame. This is going to put version 2 not to shame, but it'll be pretty close. I mean, it's insanity. It'll be by far the biggest one. And we need to get people really on their texting before this thing comes out. And I'm pretty excited about it. So, no ranting here. My name's Zach Ginn. I am the CEO and founder of XLeads. And I guess Rick's the president, chairman. I don't know. We're both co-CEO or co-owners, we're co-founders, right? But basically, I founded XLeads, and you are currently on the XLeads YouTube channel, where every single week we go live and I teach you, talk to you, release videos on how to use XLeads. And so SMS text blasting is something a lot of people get really stressed out about. They think it's just too complicated. It's too much. It's just, oh my gosh, the world is ending and it's so difficult. I'm just going to give up. And no. XLeads is the greatest wholesaling software ever. It's the only wholesaling software that comes with free unlimited skip tracing, texting, calling, e-signing, dispo software, all this stuff, right? All this stuff, right? But texting is easy. Yeah, I agree. Texting is easy to me, but for a lot of people, it's very difficult. And what I want to do today is give you my ultimate SMS guide. And what I want to do is make it easy for the beginners. And I want to give a lot of value to the expert texting people today, and really create something that's will help the advanced people and then help the non-advanced people. So what I'm going to tell you is, I'm going to, for my advanced people, we're going to leave that to the end. Okay. But I'm going to show you some pretty mind-blowing stuff, some pretty mind-blowing things. Okay. Pretty mind-blowing things. And then for the beginners, I'm going to show a really simple thing. So we are going to start from the beginning. Okay. You log in to XLeads, the greatest wholesaling software ever. Starts at 97 bucks a month. There's not one SMS software that does that. That comes with leads and all this stuff. So first and foremost, we got to talk about the elephant in the room. Okay, the Zach in the room. If you have any questions when you log into XLeads, any questions at all, on the bottom right-hand corner right here, we have 24/7 live support. Now, what we do is an AI chat, and the AI chat will, you tell your problem to the AI chat, it'll say, okay, we got what your problem is. So let's say you're having an A2P issue. The AI chat is going to say, okay, is this basically an A2P issue? You're going to say yes. What it's going to do, it's going to route you over to our A2P department. If you have let's say an automation issue, go to automations department. SMS will probably go to automations, right? And so there's these different departments for support, right? And these are laser targeted, like experts in their field, right? So any question you have, we're more than happy to help you out. And so I first want to let everybody know, if you have any questions at all, you feel stressed, you feel like you don't understand something, you feel like this is just so overwhelming to you, please, and I'm like legitimately begging you, we have 24/7 live support. Okay, you got 3M in your underwear, we're more than happy to help you out. And I'm also wanting everyone to understand this. And the reason I'm saying this for all my XLeads people out here is we also, I don't think a lot of people understand this, we also have, let's do this. Let me write this up for everyone. We also, and everyone's like, well, Zach, you don't have a phone number. You don't let us text you. Well, first of all, texting, you can literally go to the chat. And one guy, I wanted to throw the comment up, but I don't show bad comments on XLeads. This guy's like, Zach's terrible. He got rid of his phone numbers. How dare he? He is so cheap and I'm like, oh, I'm cheap. You know why I got rid of phone numbers? What is better than a phone call? Let me tell you, you know why? Because people would call in. They'd say, I need help with my automation. It doesn't work. Okay, well, tell me about your automation. No, that's not my problem. So we got rid of the phones and we all just hopped on Zooms. And so I personally believe this, and this is my thing. I think Zooms are better than a phone call when dealing with XLeads. So XLeads currently has unlimited basically unlimited Zoom support. So we have unlimited 24/7 live chat. And then if your problem can't get answered in live chat, we will schedule a Zoom and we'll dedicate Zooms all day long to help you out. So if you have any questions, first and foremost, unlimited Zoom support, unlimited chat support. Now we got that out of the way. We understand if whatever I say is confusing, if it is stressful for you, I will tell you, the live support will go out here and help you out. So shout out to James. Live support's helpful. Love to see that. And they're the best ever. They're the best. So if you have any questions with our live support or anything like that, just hop on there. So if I do something that seems confusing, we have live Zooms. I don't think any other, really, I don't know many, especially at this price point, they'll do it. So remember, I'm not trying to make money on XLeads, so I'm just trying to make the best product possible. So that's what we do. Okay, cool. So we got our chat assistant right here. So you got any problems there? Okay, cool. So let's start from the beginning and let's start working our way from beginner to more advanced. Okay. So first and foremost, how do I say this the right way? How do I say this legally? Okay. So everyone knows that XLeads is a combination of two softwares. It is the XLeads software, which is finding motivated sellers, free unlimited skip tracing, Dispo, all that stuff, right? That's XLeads software. We also include another software combined into one massive all-in-one. It's called Go High Level. And I am not like, a lot of people want to hide from it, but like, I'm not. XLeads is part Go High Level. Okay. It's built on Go High Level. Okay. That's the whole point. So a lot of people who have these like go high level, white label type things, right? They want to like, it's not go high level. It's my own proprietary texting system. Okay. I'll be straight up with you. Okay. XLeads it's go high level. I'm just going to give my secrets because I don't care. It's literally go high level. And then we build on top of go high level, the data side, the dispo side, the skip tracing side, and then the e-signing, and then the contracts and everything else. So the point of it is a lot of people say it's just a go high level customized. No, it's not, because go high level does not come out the box with 25,000 skip traces, 60,000 skips, the whole dispo software, all the data, the comping, all that stuff, right? That is what we put on side of go high level. Now, you might be like, well, Zach, why in the stinking world would I just use you? Because you're upcharging me on everything. I'll just go to go high level and get it for the cheapest price. Well, I'll be honest with you, and this is why I think go high level is pretty dang cool, is if you go to go high level's website and say you want to, you want to beat Zach at his own game, you go here to go high level, which I think is one of the best softwares ever. You go here, and let's say you want to start a free trial. So you put like test Zach Ginn, Zach at XLeads.com. You go here. I'm just trying to show people. So you would have to pay $97 a month. Okay, just let me run it. You would have to pay $97 a month to go get access to go high level. So I just want everyone to understand this. But before we get into it, like you would have to go pay $97 to go high level. When in actuality, you can just go to XLeads. Let's go right here, and you get $97 a month for XLeads, and it comes with the skip traces, the drawing for dollars app, all that stuff. So just FYI, so you know, we get a lot of people that if you're watching this right and you're currently texting on go high level itself, I see a lot of real estate influencers. This is like hilarious to me. They say, just go to go high level. Here's my affiliate link. You're paying $97 and you have to build everything out, which will probably take probably 300 hours. So if anyone's watching this and you have a go high level account, you can sign up for XLeads, transfer all the data from your current go high level into XLeads. Go high level lets me do this, and you don't have to pay $97 for the old go high level anymore. Just FYI, when everyone understand that if you're currently texting on go high level, you can transfer everything over to XLeads and nothing will get changed. It'll literally just be moved over and you get the same price, you get the skip tracing, all that stuff. So just FYI for anybody on there, really quick, if you want to go check that out, you literally just go to our site called XLeads.com. Okay, cool. So now we understand that this is built on go high level. That means pretty much any questions you have about go high level. And again, this is not a cop out. This is not a cop out, but I will just tell you this. All right. Any questions you have about XLeads texting is the same as go high level. So if you go here to ChatGPT and say, like, let's just say, how do I get my A2P approved on go high level, aka XLeads? You can literally ask ChatGPT, and if you have any like A2P issues, it's going to tell you exactly what to do. Just FYI. So if you have any specific questions, take a screenshot of the XLeads problem and just post it into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT knows everything about go high level. So just okay, just letting you know. So let's break this down. Let's share it. Let's get into it. So now we understand this is built on go high level, but go high level doesn't have, the leads part. It's very important. It doesn't have the leads part, right? You can't go pop up a property, comp it, get skip tracing. It doesn't have the dispo software. It doesn't have all the live Zoom support, all this stuff. Okay, cool. So let's get started. SMS text blasting. Now, I would really highly encourage, if you have any problems, you go to our training and support staff right here. And we have a really cool text blasting whole entire modules, how to get started, how to make your own text blast, all that stuff. It's probably one of the best videos on SMS text blasting, and it's really, really cool. But I'm going to just kind of cheat a little and just show you kind of our step-by-step we have in this tutorial. Just to show you how simple SMS text blasting is. Uh-oh, why is it not loading today? Let's just refresh the screen. I'll throw it up right here. It's crazy on me. Import the right. You don't do both of them right. And then all you do is confirm, start your import. what you need to do is email us at support number. The easiest. So the first thing, and if you want to start, okay, well, you got to bind numbers and do all that stuff. But basically, this is our step-by-step on how to start text blasting. So the first thing I always think you should do if you are doing SMS text blasting is to obviously buy a phone number. So you need a phone number inside of XLeads so you could start, calling people. So if I wanted to just basically call you, I can just use the dialer inside of XLeads and just start calling somebody, right? Pretty cool. So this is not a cold calling tutorial, but you need the phone number. You can start calling like that. You do not need A2P approval to call or do any of that stuff, right? But what I will tell you is, let me move myself over here so I'm not in anybody's way. But okay, let's break this all down. So what you got to do is to buy a phone number, you go to settings, you go down here to where it says phone numbers right here. And you will go out here and you will add a number. Press add a number and buy a phone number. So if I want to buy a phone number in the 772 area code, I will press filter. I'll put first part of number. I'll put 772 and I'll put apply. And you're going to get all the phone numbers right here you can use. They're good for texting, calling, all that stuff, right? You click that, you buy the dang number. Pretty quick, pretty simple, pretty easy. Now, if you want to buy a phone number, you want to text with it, but if somebody calls that number from texting, you want them to come to you, you can go out here and configure the number right here and set it as a default configuration. You can edit the configuration so the number forwards to you. You can do all this stuff. It's pretty dang cool. But first thing I do is create your phone number. Now, this is our XLeads demo account. And the reason why we set the demo account to not be A2P approved is because XLeads does not text customers. So we kind of leave it there. And again, to show you how to get your A2P approved. So what you're going to do is the next step is to get your A2P approved. So what is A2P? A2P is a pain in the behind. This is the nicest way I can put it. And I'm not a big fan of A2P at all, but it's good and bad. So A2P is basically some federal regulations that came in with all the carriers. Sprint, is Sprint even a thing anymore? I don't know. Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, where they basically said, hey, these companies are just abusing our texting systems. And they are spamming our people, and people are going to cancel Verizon, go to AT&T because they don't do spam. So basically, all the big telecom companies said, hey, we're going to let businesses text, but only if they register with us and they give us your company info just in case they do something shady. So for example, if I text somebody that, hey, give me $1 and I'll give you $10 back, and it's obviously a scam, they know who texted that, and it's going to come back with your company's phone number, and then they can basically ban that company from ever registering again. Now, the question is texting illegal or wholesaling real estate? If you are a real estate agent and you're texting people inside of XLeads to try to get a listing, that is clearly violation of TCPA, DNC, and pretty much most telecommunication laws for the FCC. I'm not a lawyer, but I know that's a fact. But if you're not licensed and you're making offers to buy somebody's property, that is not a violation of TCPA law. Also, you got to understand that we have federal case law, Coffee versus Fast Cash Offer from federal court, that has clearly shown this. What's also really interesting here is a lot of people don't understand that with SMS laws and everything like that, it doesn't stop someone from trying to sue you. So for example, if I'm at the grocery store and I bump into you, and I just by accident, maybe you're on your phone and you bump into me, and I go to the ground and I sprain my ankle. Maybe I was on my phone and I bumped into you because I was being an idiot, right? I was probably watching a Rick and live stream, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's about to drop some knowledge, and I go bump into you and I sprain my ankle. Who's at fault there? Me. I was being an idiot. I was on my phone, I bumped into you, right? You didn't get hurt. But maybe because I'm a rich prick, I'm not. I say, how dare you? Your shoulder should have never been close to me, even though I ran into you. I'm going to sick my lawyer, okay? And I'm going to sue you for $5 million. That sounds really scary, doesn't it? I can sue you. I have every right in the United States of America. Go America. I love America. But I have every right to go out here and sue you. And you would most likely have to get your own lawyer, spend your own money to defend yourself. Now, will you win the lawsuit there? Of course. Will the lawsuit get thrown out? Yes. Will I probably have to pay your lawyer's fees because I did a really bad lawsuit? Yes. But I have every right in the United States to sue you. Now, there's plenty of cases like Coffee versus Fast Cash Offer. Somebody frivolously did a lawsuit that was not even a real thing. Like it was pretty dumb, right? But guess what? He had to defend himself. It went to court. They defended the guy who was texting, right? So now we have case law. Now, if I got sued for it, I'll just say, hey, due to this case law, this should get thrown out. It usually gets thrown out pretty dang quick. We doesn't really understand that, right? Oh, me and Rick were doing renovations on this big multifamily we own. And this guy basically stiffed us for about $60,000. And 60 grand's not like a lot of money to me. Obviously, I'm the richest man in the world. I'm just kidding. But, it's not a lot of money, but it's still something you don't screw a guy on, right? And this person screwed us for 60 grand. They signed a contract too, and they still stiffed us on it. So we gave them the money. They didn't do the work, and they signed a contract. And it's very documented, right? We got cameras all over the multifamily building, and they just didn't show up, and they thought we were rich. We would just ignore it, right? And what's funny is we're like, okay, well, we're just going to sue you. And guess what? Pretty easy lawsuit to win. And so the person basically thought they were going to fight us in court. The lawyer found that he signed a contract with us and he didn't do any of the work. We showed him the evidence, and the lawyer's like, we're not going to court. You need to pay this guy or he is going to destroy you. And that was pretty much it. We're going to spend probably 20 grand with a lawyer, and we would have won the lawsuit, and they would have had to pay 20 grand for a lawyer. So just understand, lawsuits can happen for everything and anything. Just understand this. Okay. So how do we start texting? Pretty dang simple. We make it really easy and simple at XLeads. You get your phone number, then you have to get your A2P approved. You press start here, and what you got to do is start applying here. So you got to start registering, and you start registering your brand. So you just start asking these questions. Now, I'm just going to give you kind of Zach's cheat sheet on this. Okay. So there's two options you can have here. Okay. So I actually, I can announce this. This is really exciting. We currently on XLeads will do, should I say it? Guys, should I say this live? I don't think I've ever said this live. Should I say this live? I don't know if I should say this live. Yeah, I'll say it live. Screw it! We'll do it live. Currently, on XLeads, our live, I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if anyone wants us to do it live. Anybody in here struggling with A2P? Let's see. Anybody in here struggling with their A2P? I'm more than happy. I'm very interested here because we're doing this live. Okay, Beth says great. She wants to hear it. I'm interested. So, by the way, just so you know, our X plan users, we give them beta to everything we're about to do about 3 or 4 months in advance. Okay. And so, for example, our X plan users and our M2M students, basically our paid school group, right? They were able to get this awesome feature for about a month or two. X plan about 3 months. And now we gave a new beta to them, which is really cool. And so we're releasing the other part. So we always jump the gun on pretty much stuff we give. So I'm just going to say it. Okay. People are going to go crazy with this. Okay. So officially, and I'm really proud to announce this. Officially, as of today, XLeads support will do the A2P for you. What? Are you serious? Wait. You're telling me I go to the live chat support, say, hey, bro, you need to help me with this A2P. You need to do it for me. You need to do it for me. Do the A2P for me. Yeah, that's right. XLeads live chat support will now do the A2P for you. Now, it's not going to be like, do it for me, loser. They're going to ask you questions. They're going to say, okay, so how it works is first and foremost, you basically ask to the A2P for you, and you're then going to request an email ticket. So it's not like instantly, by the way. It takes some time. But basically what you do is you ask the live chat support, I need someone to do the A2P for me and with me. And I'm requesting an email ticket to go back and forth with the A2P team to get my A2P approved. So basically what it's going to do is the live team is going to go out there and say, okay, you want an email ticket. What they're going to do is send it. It takes about a week, but it's a lot less stressful. They're going to email back and forth questions, your tax ID, what kind of company are you doing, all this, like all the company. They're just going to ask you for your company info. And they are going to, in the background, fill out your A2P for you, and or they're going to do it with you on a live Zoom. And we wanted to basically test this out with our M2M students and his amazing results. And we have like a 95% success rate with it. And I'm really proud to announce XLeads is able to do that. So it will take about a week. So don't like be all stressed out. I'm actually going to put a disclaimer on there. Okay. 7 days. There we go. Okay. So takes about 7 days, 95% success on average here. Our XLeads support will do the A2P for you. And it's not live. They're going to email you. Okay. They're going to email you. And they're going to do all this stuff. Now, it will not do the sole proprietorship. Okay. I do not recommend doing your A2P for a sole proprietorship. The reason for this is because you can only do one phone number. You should do it with an LLC. All right. So Emil Carr already did this. So he's already tested it out and it's working great. So that's pretty dang awesome. Now the XLeads live support will literally do the A2P for you, get your personal info, do all this stuff. So it's really, really awesome. Now you might be like, well, now the M2M students are like, well, I thought we had a beta for that. Why can everyone get it? Because just FYI, and I'm just going to say this, and I don't want any of our XLeads people to feel bad, but I will say this. We are beta testing a brand new, and this is not for the live stream, so don't get jealous, but inside of M2M, we are giving away a brand new SMS workflow that basically rotates phone numbers and rotates messages, and it's done for you like that. And it's really, really, really awesome. So the M2M people get this brand new pack, this brand new workflow for SMS that it blows everything out of the water. We're probably going to launch that for version 4 of XLeads, but we're giving everyone a 4, 5, 6, maybe even 7-month head start to get that, because obviously in 7 months, we're going to even improve it even more and give the M2M people the cutting edge technology. But basically, it's pretty dang cool. And I'm going to show people how they can start using it for my advanced people, but it's pretty cool. So it's really cool. So yeah, if you want to get it done, our A2P live support will literally do it for you. So again, the question today is, how do I get my A2P approved? I mean, I'll be honest with you. You just have them do it for you. That's the best way to describe it. So they'll do the A2P for you. Now, once your A2P is approved, what you're going to do is really depends on what you want to do. I will tell you this. You should get one. You should buy one number for every. Let's do this. I'm gonna write down for every 100 texts per day. So how many phone numbers should you buy? Obviously, they're gonna be part of one campaign. If you're doing 1,000 texts per day, you should buy 10 phone numbers. If you're doing 2,000 texts a day, you should probably buy 20 phone numbers. So the question is, how many phone numbers to buy? That's roughly the number that I've found on here. So then you get this approved. Now, what do you do next? How do you start basically text blasting? Well, first and foremost, you just got to pull a list. So I would go to your leads, and it really depends on what you want to do, right? So for example, let's say you pull the probate list and you have a list of like 500 from the probates personally, right? Like this isn't from the XLeads probates, but like just do code violation, make it easier. You pull a code violation list, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to go to upload CSV file. It's right here. Okay. You see it right here. Upload CSV file. It's right here. And you're going to upload your list. Now you're going to upload your list in here. You're going to make sure you use the sample format. Oh, right here. Sorry, my bad. It's right here. Upload CSV file right here. And you're going to upload. Ooh, there you go. You're going to upload your CSV. Now what your CSV is going to do right here is you're going to upload the file, and it's going to basically skip trace for you. And it's going to do the skip tracing. It's going to do all this stuff. It's really dang cool. And so I'm telling everyone right now, you can upload your list right here and choose your file, and you'll be good to go right there. So I highly recommend you upload there. And then let's say you want to pull a list. So let's do like a Columbus, Georgia list. So let's do Columbus, Georgia. All right, let's go do this. So we're going to filter out a list really quick. So we are going to do, let's do absentee owner with high equity. So let's go down here. Let's max it out at $270,000. Single family properties. There we go. Individual. 4 years ownership. 60% equity. All right, cool. So that's about 2,500 this list. So what we're going to do is, I like this list. Pretty cool. We're going to take it up right here. We're going to go to my leads. We're going to download it. And we're going to go standard. We are going to do lead trace. And we're going to add valuations. And you press export. You're going to export that data set. Now, what's really important here, and I want to make this very, very, very clear to you, is when you download the list, you have to put it inside of the contacts. Now, am I going to spoil what version 4 is going to have in it? I don't know. Version 4 has got some pretty crazy stuff, and a full integration with everything's going to be done, but I can't really say it yet. But basically, you're going to download this list, and you're going to go to your contacts, which I can't show on Mr. Beast's favorite platform. You're going to go to your contacts tab. I can make a screenshot and show you. You're going to press contacts, and you're going to click right here, import. So I'm going to make a screenshot to show you. All right, let's see here. So I just gotta show this really quick. So obviously I can't show it all because it's got everyone's numbers and personal info. So obviously I'm not going to show that, but I can do this. I can just lasso this right here to show you. All right, we're going to add this up. All right, and I'm going to point right here. I'm just going to show where you import contacts really quick. It's going to be right here. Make this black so you can see it. Try to show this. There we go. Should just screenshot it. There we go. Do this, export picture. Bear with me here and there. But basically, you just import the data set. So I'm going to just export this. There you go. All right, share, present an image file. And I showed that. I accidentally showed that. Oh, there will be a replay. There will be a replay of this if that gets off. Oh, man, I showed the screenshot. What is wrong with me? There we go. So this is what it is. So right here, obviously, this is all the data. There's a little import, and you're going to import the list right there. Then what's going to do is want to basically merge your fields, which I can't show. But I could show this part. All right. All right, let me show this. So you go here to training and support, and I'll just show you what basically, if you need more help importing a list, I'm just going to show you a YouTube video. Actually, no, I could show this is unedited. This is uncensored. Okay, uncensored info. But basically, go to XLeads and you need help importing a list. Basically, just go to the Getting Started guide, and we have a whole tutorial here. It'll show you how to like map your fields and do all that stuff. I just can't show it on Mr. Beast's favorite platform right here, but you kind of get the gist here, right? Then from there, you import the data set. And right when you're about to import the data set, which I'm going to show you what it looks like, right before you import the data set, we're going to pop this up right here. Okay, we're going to go here to contacts. I'm just going to import a tiny little list. Okay, let's import a small little list. I'm going to go import little baby tiny list. And by the way, a lot of people have this question right here. Let me show. A lot of people have this question. Right here is, you see the little dot, dot, dot. You can move the dot, dot, dot everywhere. Just FYI, you can move that dot, dot, dot if it's in your way. But basically, I'm going to import a data set real quick. All right, so you're going to import the data set. We're going to go right here. All right, cool. So you go import right here. And we're going to map the fields out here. I'm just going to cancel that really quick. Doesn't really matter. And you're going to bulk import it. Right when you bulk import, it's gonna ask you to tag a property. So let me go right here and show you. So let's go here. All right, we're gonna go here. Don't import. All right, cool. So it's gonna go right here, and it's gonna ask you, okay, to import the workflow, do you want to tag a property or not tag a property? So you're going to obviously want to tag a property. And what tagging does, it basically puts a little label on a box. So remember when you were moving last year or whatever, 6 years ago, 20 years ago, you moved your friend John, and he gave you a 2 slices of pizza for all day work, driving halfway across the country. You had a box, and then you wrote on the box kitchen, you wrote bedroom, you wrote Cabbage Patch Kids, your old baseball card collection. What happens here is once you tag a property, Magic Automations in the back does things. So for example, when you import this list and you tag it, let's say you want to tag it Power Dialer, it's going to set it automatically for you to call in the call queue. If you tag it Probate, it does nothing, just so you know the lead is Probate. So some tags do automations, some don't. Basically, we'll do a whole tag video. We have a couple of them out there. But the big one is SMS Blaster. So if you tag a property SMS Blaster, it's going to throw it in the SMS Blaster automation, where you're able to SMS blast, right? Pretty dang simple, right? So be able to SMS blast. So you got all that data set right here, and you're going to be able to SMS blast right there. So you SMS blast right here, and you just press import, and you import the data, and it will start being texted, which is pretty dang cool. So what kind of automation is on the SMS? So there's a little automations tab right here, and the automation is going to be right here. So all the automations we have inside of XLeads are right here. Now, I'll be honest with you. Version 4, we are doing a massive SMS automation changes. And everyone at M2M actually knows what we're talking about, but I'm going to make it a big secret. But what's really, really cool is if you go here to SMS, you're going to go to your SMS automation, and you're going to be able to go right here. And pretty much what happens is whenever you click, SMS Blaster, it's going to basically start dripping out 300 texts a day. Now you could change it. Let's say you want to change this to 100 a day. 100 a day. Let's see here. Then you do 100 a day and you press save, and it'll obviously save it right there. So we'll do 300 a day for now. And we'll batch it to 300. And we'll do 300 a day. And basically, you can't auto rotate. And so from 9 to 8, it's going to do 30 texts per hour. And so in the mornings, it's going to do these texts. So it's going to do this text from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For about 120 text on this. It's can do 120 texts on that and like 80 on that one. And you'll do 300 on our simple SMS text blaster. Now, this is great for someone who's doing under, I mean, it really depends, right? If you're doing 50, 60, 100 to 300 texts a day, this is pretty dang simple, and that's what all you really need. But I'll tell you this right now, okay? If you are going out here and doing 1,000 to 3,000 texts per day, you probably need a little more advanced system. So what we currently have right now is, I'm going to show you some stuff you can do. But basically, we do it all. If you're doing it, you don't want to be advanced. You don't want to be all nerdy. I would tell everyone here, and I'm not going to push this. Like, again, I don't like trying to push things down people's throats. I would recommend you join M2M. So again, that is our paid like community. It's called Join M2M. I'll put it on the bottom for like a second. The whole reason for this is if you're doing over 1,000 to 2,000 texts, you want to get coaching on it. We do have a custom XLeads thing. Corey Evan basically helped set up. I didn't want to put my hands in there because I'm the XLeads CEO. But I did tell Corey and Evan, they're going to make a custom, super crazy advanced SMS system, and they'll be able to run with it for about 4 to 5 months. And then we're going to give that to basically everybody on XLeads for version 4. And basically from there, we're going to make an even more advanced system. So if you want the beta for it, it's obviously in there, but you don't need to join M2. Like, I'm not really trying to push that because for most people, you don't need it. Like, it's too much texting for you. But if you're someone who's doing a lot of texting, I would recommend you do that. Now, if you don't want to join M2M and you want to make your own advanced texting system, and you're someone like Beth, who we love Beth to death. You know, Beth is amazing. She is who I consider a automation nerd. And I'm saying that in the sweetest, kindest way. She is somebody who wants to go in the trenches, make her own automations, and make it custom and crazy and do all these crazy things. If you want to be like Beth, I will give you a couple suggestions. So if you're a beginner, just do this. Do 300 texts per day. This is all you need. This is perfect. But if you want to be a bigger nerd, okay, and you want to make your own custom automations and be nuts, right? What I would highly recommend is let's duplicate this workflow. And this is for my advanced people. Duplicate the workflow. Call it SMS Blaster Bulk Drip, you know, nerd mode. I'm calling it nerd mode. Okay, you want to get real nerdy on here. You're going to go to nerd mode, and you're going to customize this. And let's say you want to do, you know, you want to customize it and do like an advanced 1,000 like text per day system. Okay. 1,000 text per day system. Okay, I'll show you how to do 1,000 text per day system. What you're going to do instead is you're going to change this to a new tag, call it nerd mode or whatever, right? Call it nerd mode, do your own thing, okay? And basically, it's going to start from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., and we're going to be doing 1,000 texts per day, drip 1,000 per day, okay? Now, what it's going to do is drip about, if it's doing 1,000 per day for 8 hours, let's do 1,000 divided by 8, 125 per hour. There's better systems inside of, but we'll talk about it a little later. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to create all these branches. So what we're going to do a 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. branch. Okay. We're going to do a 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. branch. Cool. And then we're going to change this one from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So I'm going to make some custom branches for everybody. So 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. branch. Sick. Save that. Then we're going to go here, time of day. Then we're going to add a new branch. So we're going to add a new branch. So we can just duplicate it because I don't want to go too advanced right now. Basically, we're going to go here. We're going to just duplicate the branches. All right. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So if you're a nerd, you kind of understand what I'm doing here. But then you're going to do a basically 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. branch. So we're going to do this from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And you're going to create a branch there. Then you're going to do your 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. branch. And you're going to do this from 11 a.m. And if you're advanced, if you're a beginner and I'm stressing you out, I'm very, very, very sorry. I'm just trying to help some of the advanced people on here. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. branch. And I'm going to keep this pretty tame too. to 1 p.m. branch, go there, and then we're just going to do 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Right? Not too bad. I'm just gonna do this really fast, really quick, so I don't lose too many people. But we're gonna do a little more. So I'm just adding my own branches. Now, you can actually ask for live support if this is working or not. And let's just do one more. I don't want to really advance this too much. But basically, you got your 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Duplicate it again. And then you got your 5 p.m. Let's just do 8. I'm just trying to get this done as quick as I can. This one's going to be 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. There we go. Then you got 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. right here. This is 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, and we're going to do 4 to 5 p.m. right here. And then we'll do 5 to 8 right here. You kind of get the whole segment. So now we have these like more advanced branches. And pretty much what we're going to do here is, let's see here. What we're going to do here is, okay, this is the beginning branch. Pretty cool. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. From 11, we are going to, I want to copy this, but I don't want to get too advanced on here. But basically, all right. So actually go back here. Okay, cool. So we can do the duplicate on here. So I'm just going to copy this, copy all actions, paste them into an action or trigger. And I can paste it into here. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to copy all actions from here. Nope, delete, my bad. Hold on, we go to copy action, paste them into, I can just do right here, right? There we go. Paste them into any action. How does this work? I had this set up the other day. Hold on. Action copy, paste them into any workflow on menu. Okay, so go here. Oh, it's right here. My bad. So you can copy it right here, copy the action, and then I'm going to throw it into right here. Paste below. Did it paste? Yep, it worked. So we're going to go copy this one. Actually, I'm just going to copy this one. So you go to copy all actions from here. I can throw it into here, paste below. And then I can go here, paste below. I can go here, paste below, copy here, paste below, copy here, paste below, boom. And then right here, paste below. So now I've copied this into a way more advanced nerd mode bulk drip sequence. Okay. So for my crazies, okay, for the nerds out here, like me, I'm a nerd like this. I'll stay up to like 2 a.m. doing this stuff. Now you have all these cool little customized stuff. This one's kind of screwed up, so I'm going to delete it. Delete the action. And I'm going to paste that below. And now they all have been copied. We've just kind of, we've kind of extended this a little more, which is really cool. And all you're going to do is you're going to add some more templates. So I want to make this very clear. And so this is for everyone who's doing SMS texting. So let's just save this. Okay. Let's go back for our beginners. So if you're a beginner, okay. If you're a beginner, go back to your workflows. Now let's go back to the simple workflow we got right here. So our bulk drip. I want to make this very clear. You are not allowed to use my templates I have inside of XLeads. The reason is we have over 5,000 users on XLeads. Kind of crazy. So that basically means we have over 5,000 users. So this means that 5,000 people are using the same texting. You don't want to do that. What you want to do instead is you want to go out here and you see this template right here? Trash. Don't use it. Go to none. And what I want you actually go to one of the simple ones and just choose one of these. So like this one, copy it. And what I want you to do is go to ChatGPT. Okay. I'll show you right here. Go to ChatGPT. So let's actually, let me go from the top. Make it real simple. Okay. This is the simple bulk drip one, right? What we're going to do is we're going to go to the SMS. We're going to copy this template. We're going to go to ChatGPT. We're going to ChatGPT. Say, create the best XLeads go high level wholesaling texts that, and this is important to write, okay? This is just for the live stream people, all right? That won't get a 3007 error code based on the script of. So what you're doing, it's basing the script off of this. Okay. This is great. Hey, John, I came across 123 Main Avenue and wasn't sure if you still own it. Just curious if you thought about making any changes with it lately. Hope your day's going well. Quick question, is 123 still yours? I've been looking around the area and it caught my eye. That's great too. So we're going to copy that and we're going to throw it back into the workflow. And we're going to go to none and we're just going to paste it. And that one's great. It's got to be under 160 characters. So let's go back here to ChatGPT. Make it under 160. Make it under 160 characters. Let's see here. Alrighty. Let's do this one. Okay, I like this one. Keep it open or think about ideas. That one's great. So we're going to go back here. We're going to paste it right here. There we go. And we're going to save it. And then basically it's good to go. And boom, the SMS template is right here. And you're going to do that for all the text templates. The reason for this is each one has your own unique texting, basically, template. So your delivery rates are going to be really, really high. Now, a lot of people are like, well, okay. And then basically what I say after that, and this stresses people out, is I say, okay, now you have like 6 or 7 templates. I want you to go out here and tell me which ones are working and which ones aren't working. Keep the rest, get rid of the rest. They might be like, Zach, how do I know if that specific text system is good or not? How do I know if that script that I just pasted is good? So what I like to do is I like to have 10 different basically texting templates, right? And I most likely 4 are going to be really good and 10 are going to suck. Guys, I don't make the rules. What you want to do is you want to see which ones have the best delivery rates, the best reply rates. Also, so what you're going to do is inside this platform, when it starts working, right? I want you to go click on, let's click right here on basically the SMS. There's going to be a little tab right here called statistics. It's going to tell you on your texting, oh boy, this is clearly the demo, but basically it's going to tell you step by step here, that specific SMS template. What is the delivery rate? What is the rate that someone actually like clicked on? Click rate's kind of dumb. The fail rate and the opt-out rate. So you want to do delivery rate, and basically you want to opt-out rate to be really low. And so that's how we do it from there. Now, the last thing we got to do on the SMS is you're going to go out here to your settings. You're going to go to your phone numbers. And right here on phone numbers, you're going to go to your messaging. And right here, you're going to have your custom opt-out language. Now, you have to have opt-out language in here to be compliant. Now, that doesn't mean your opt-out language has to be bad. Okay? So this is the current opt-out language we show publicly. Not interested, totally fine. Just press stop and I'll take the hint. Zach Ginn, local home buyer. Now, I would probably change this to maybe just do thanks, Zach. That's probably way better. I don't know why my name's got that. There you go. So this opt-out language needs to be a little better. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT and have it create a better opt-out language for me. So we're going to go here. We're going to say, make a better opt-out language for. And what it's going to do is it's going to make better ones. And let's see the examples it gives us. Make it short, but make it seem part of the message. And they know I'm looking to buy houses for cash. So let's see this one. If cash offers aren't your thing, reply stop. I like that. Make it where it's not cash or offer, so I don't get error rates. So you kind of have to do it custom. Not the right time. If you'd rather not get messages, not interested right now, no problem at all if you're not selling. So that's not bad. I'll probably copy that and just go to the next part, right? And you put it in there and you customize your text messages, your opt-out language, and now you are ready to go. Start importing properties, tag it SMS, start SMS texting, and boom, you got your success. So last question I usually get is like, how much is it per text? Well, okay. So I'll be honest with you. If you were an OG XLeads person, like you were like there the first time I, created XLeads by version 2, you probably have a lot cheaper than probably everybody else. But currently, roughly for each person, let's see. Basically, it's going to be about 1 cent per text. So I think someone says, yes, it is currently still 1 penny per text. And that is about usually the cost of it, which is pretty dang good. Now, there's some things that will affect the cost. If you're using more than 160 characters, you will be charged more than a penny per text. So you need your text to be under 160 characters. So it's 1 penny per text for every single person. And it's a pretty dang good rate. Is it cheaper for X-Plan? Let me actually check. I think it is. Let me actually check. I think X-Plan gets it cheaper, but I could be wrong. Now, it used to be, and everyone's crying at me, it used to be 0.087 a text, and then Twilio raised the prices. So we had to go do that. That was pretty much the only thing that changed. Let me see here. Here we go. The configurator. Let's edit details. No, I think everyone's at a penny now. Yeah, everyone's at a penny right now. So yeah. Let's see here. You sometimes get, I think, carry fees from the A2P, but yes, sometimes you can do validation if you want. Let's see here. So you said you got charged $150 for 2,000 texts. So you talked to support. So email support@xleads.com and email them there. And so yeah, Ariel, just go to billing and see what it says on there. So there should be a reason for it. Most likely, if you're using the AI, it's going to cost you a little more. But yeah, it's still a penny. Sean says, I love XLeads, Zach, but I wanted to know why only the basic plan is available for monthly. You want to get the monthly for the Pro next. I totally understand what you're talking about and where you're coming from here. The thing is, the X and the Pro, first of all, the X plan comes with M2M, so we can't do that monthly. Next, the Pro. The Pro has a lot of amazing stuff, and we're keeping it for the annuals because what's about to happen in version 4 is going to make it disgusting. That's the best way I can describe it. It's going to get really, really crazy. And so the Pro has to stay on the annual and the X has to stay on the annual, because on version 4, we're going to have to go annual only because of how valuable it is. And so, yes, that's kind of the whole point. And you'll see on version 4 where it is. It's pretty dang cool. We got some great questions today. Let's see here. Does XLeads team help? Yeah, they'll help you creating a workflow, but when you sign up for XLeads, you get all your workflows already done. So yeah, pretty dang cool. The only difference between you would create your own system, put your own, make your own tag on there. That's pretty much it. But yeah, so, oh my gosh, I'll be watching this again and again today and tomorrow. That's awesome. So there we go. So guys, when does version 4 come out? I cannot say it. It will be in 2026. That's all I'm going to tell you. So Michael's, I'm still grandfathered for the monthly Pro plan. Will it stay that way? Yep. If you did the Pro plan monthly before we turned everything to annual, you have it grandfathered in. As long as you pay the $199, you still have it. There we go. So guys, if you got any value from this video, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe. And if you have any questions, go to our live chat support on the bottom right-hand corner, and we're more happy to help you out. We'll help you out right now. It's live. Schedule a Zoom. Team will help you out. And yeah. And if you're watching this and you don't have XLeads, what's wrong with you? Go to XLeads.com, get the best wholesaling software, cancel your old software, get XLeads, and we'll see you soon. This is Zach signing out. Have a blessed